Oh, so we are back with another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Check, please. Boom! And we gonna give y'all some fire today. I got some exciting news to tell you, man.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, they launched the new...
Who's they?
Disney.
Uh-huh.
The new Mufasa movie. How you feel about that?
Oh, okay. How are they?
Prequel.
Are they doing a cartoon? Or
Stop! Why are y'all so about how it used to be? Everything is live action now.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes how I feel about it.
We are not gonna keep doing this, man.
Doing what?
Listen.
You asked me my opinion.
Live action is the new thing, okay?
Okay.
Can y'all get over that? Disney is repurposing all their shows, all their movies to live action. We've done it. If you want the cartoon, go back and watch the cartoon. This is a live action.
But this is a new movie.
Right. So why do we have to do a cartoon? Why do we have to do a cartoon?
I like the cartoon better.
They don't do cartoons no more. You notice that, right?
They can do a 3D
They do
Pixar
not
style.
do cartoons.
Can I tell you why I'd rather have a cartoon?
Y'all are children.
So you watched The Last Lion King,
I
correct?
remember when it used to look like this. He looks real. I don't like it. He can't smile.
A cartoon can animate, express itself in a way that the live action couldn't.
Why y'all so? Why? Why does that
Because
matter?
it makes a difference when I watch something and I go, oh, I can tell their facial expressions or animation, how they're feeling, how they're reacting. It becomes a thing. You like to see these animals are animated. Now, there's a big difference between The Lion King when it came out and how they did Jungle Book. Jungle Book was really good. The Lion King was not really good.
The reason why Jungle Book was good because nobody was attached to Jungle Book.
I was attached. I love Mowgli and Baloo.
Everybody
and the big
loved
monkey.
Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Lion King was the first time everybody cried. Every time you think about Lion King, everybody say, "Man, it's my top one animated movies." Lion King holds a special part in my heart. And then when they said, we want to see the same movie again, it's like, no, we're not going to get the same movie again.
It's different when you can see the fear on Mufasa's face, when you can see the heartbreak on Simba's face, when he watches his dad die, when Scar tells him it's him, run, never come back. Those are differences when you can see the actual facial expression and not just some lions in the mist. They're just lions. Oh, go do this. My mouth is moving, but you can't see if I'm angry or mad. It takes away. Remember in the cartoon when Nala licks Simba and she gives this, hey, yo, and she gives that look, and everybody was like, hey, man, I smashed the hell out of Nala. You can't get that in with those lions. They just look like lions. I don't want to smash no lion. But Nala in the cartoon, man, when she licked and she purred back, I was like, yeah, ooh, Nala. Now, it's different when there's actual real people like the live action of the Little Mermaids coming out, right? It's a person, a human they can use with some digital stuff. Makes sense. That makes sense. But for all animals, why don't you do a cartoon? Why are we doing a live action? You can't even live action. There's nothing live about it. It's all It's all 3D generated anyways.
You do realize that's how lions look. What if I told you we started off on the wrong foot?
Mm-hmm. Would you want to watch Ninja Turtles with the real turtles?
They did, and people didn't like it.
They were puppets. What are you talking about?
The real one? Mm-hmm. The one that just came out like 45 years ago.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about
Y'all didn't like that because they look weird. That's how turtles look.
You can do different things. I'm not saying that if they did it like they did last time, the Lion King got it wrong. They did really good at Jungle Book. They got this one wrong. They got it wrong. So am I hype about it? No. You asked me a question. How come when you ask me a question, then I tell you how I felt? You ask me what you think about it.
Because everyone's doing this.
So why am I wrong? Why are you like?
Because it's.
How you think? You asked me.
No, I hear you. But people are all upset of how it looks. They're not even talking about the story. It's the same story, yes. But it's like, why did he have to look so real? It felt like it was the Discovery Channel. It's like, this is how lions look. Well, you could have made it into like a computer generated so I can see his expressions. Like I see, it is like this is how it was. This is how it should be looking. And I was like,
because nobody wants to see that shit, lad. Nobody wants to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit. I saw it. I didn't like it. Show me something different. We did it. Hey man, here's the Lion King. Here's what we think of it. Okay, Disney, we don't like it. Disney's like, okay, well, we're gonna do it again, and we're like, if it's gonna be the same shit, I don't want to see it.
So you rather than like Sonic the Hedgehog? You like that, right?
I did like Sonic.
Right. The story or how he looked?
I wasn't mad at how he looked.
Right,
I was
because
with it.
it was a cartoon.
That they got right.
It's a cartoon.
But it wasn't an actual hedgehog.
Right, but it was they tried it. They tried it and people got upset.
And they changed it.
I don't.
They changed it.
It don't need to be a cartoon, man.
It doesn't have to be a cartoon. They just have to be animated. They have to be animated. I have to be able to see you with your expressions. I don't want to just see a lion.
You know it's called Lion King, right?
Sure, but they can just have a lion roaming around the forest. I can watch that on Discovery Channel.
So you think the cartoon got it right?
100%.
Do you think it's weird that none of the people, all the voice actors wasn't African, and they're in Africa?
No, I don't think that's weird.
That's not weird?
It's a cartoon.
Oh! Now you don't want the authenticity
Of what?
of the facial expressions and how it should be right. You don't want that? They had an African accent. No one had an African accent. It's in Africa. Only one who had an African accent was Rafiki.
Here's why I never heard this argument.
No one had an African accent.
That's hilarious. I've never heard anyone ever say that. I feel like that should have been something somebody would have said a long time ago. Has anybody said that before? That's hilarious, Lack. That's a great take.
Yeah.
That's great.
It is.
Timestamp that. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, no one did. But I still don't care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So am I hyped about a Mufasa and young Scar? Are they kids?
Wait. Yes. I'm sure his name is going to be like Bonkoof. But he got the scar and they start calling him Scar.
We got to go see how he got the scar?
We got to see how he got the scar, man. We got to see that. We got to see the origin of their parents. Because when they have two sons, they have to fight to see who's going to be, right? The pride, the king of the pride, right? Because it's usually one lion, male lion, and a bunch of female lions, right?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, in the pride, yeah.
So,
but sometimes I see like brothers hang out. Like y'all see different things on Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
Man.
People got mad like why Uncle Scar got don't got all his hair black. It's like, dude, Mufasa and Scar are brothers. Can they have some similarities? In the movie, he had all black hair. It's like, oh God, I hate people. They just want it to be exactly the same. If it was exactly the same, literally exactly the same, facial expressions, or they'd be like, what? They didn't change nothing. They just charged us twice for the same goddamn movie. There we go.
No, I was gonna say, did you like Aladdin?
I did.
I thought they did a good job with the live action Aladdin.
Because it was it was live people, right?
Yeah.
But the fact they're animals, though, that's what bothers y'all.
This is what bothers us because they're like, it's a live action, but none of it's live. And none of that shit live. That ain't real lions walking around there. What's my line again? Ain't none of that happening.
Somebody had. I love the think about it moments of Lion King. They had. They had some good ones of like. Yeah, I can't think of them. You know, like the conspiracies of like Mufasa has. I can't think of it. It was like 4 or 5 different conspiracy theories. Of Scar, it was something about the skull, of like him eating. I can't think of it, man.
It's very anti.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have nothing.
Just delete this from the whole
thing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I didn't memorize it.
I don't plan on watching it either way until it comes to Disney Plus because I'm not supporting them because they stole Lion King anyways from a Japanese cartoon.
Kimbo.
Yeah, so why would I go support them? Those thieves, those $1 billion thieves.
You see the internet going nuts over the visual of Black Ariel?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're not liking that.
Well, the internet's full of racists, so they're gonna hate it. They're gonna hate that. They hated Finn, John Boyega when he did the Star Wars. Yeah. They hate the black dude now who's on House of Dragons. They hate the black people in the Lord of the Rings. There's racists all over the place who keep complaining about there's black people in these made up worlds where you'd rather have a green ogre than a black person exist. They'd rather have dragons exist than black people exist. Yeah. It just shows like fine light on how many active races there are.
I'm gonna tell you this though. This is gonna be my soundbite. Mm-hmm. I need every black person, everybody, to watch Little Mermaid and support it and only talk positive about it. Because this is our one and last time opportunity for this to work, for them to say, see, this is what happens when a black person is the lead in a Disney princess movie and we go out to support it. I need people to, because they were.
But you know what happens?
Pull the parachute.
They can't stop people going and spending the money like we did with Black Panther, right?
Right. But
so,
that was a first though.
Right. So I'm saying that's a good thing because what happens is that there are rating dumps that people do, right? They all get on Rotten Tomatoes. They all get on these other things. They start putting zeros,
right?
And they try to mess up the scores so people won't watch, right? It's the thing that's been happening for decades now.
Yeah.
Of these critics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Hopefully it's super dope already.
They already rolled the dice with that. They rolled the dice with. I was like, oh my god, she is I would, if they had made Cinderella black, like in the Disney universe, she's the template of a white woman.
They're like, we can't do that. Are you crazy?
Snow White,
the
one that had white in it. Like, how you name Snow White? You black.
Yeah.
But Ariel is, I think every little girl in the world loves Ariel. And I think I was like, ooh, y'all wild for making her black.
I don't remember Little Mermaid. I don't remember, like, I haven't seen these movies since I was a kid. I don't remember Snow White that well or Cinderella that well.
I don't remember Cinderella. I don't remember
or Bambi. I remember seeing. I just don't remember like the stories, the villains, what happens.
Sleeping Beauty. That's what it is. Sleeping Beauty and Snow White. I don't know those that well.
I had to keep asking. I'm like, wait, so what happens? Like, I don't even watch. I hate that. My wife keeps trying to force these shows on Izzy. Right now, she ain't really into watching movies, but I'm like, no, let's stick to the Moanas. You know what I mean? Like, let's go watch. Who?
The current stuff.
Yeah, I just go like, I don't want to watch all these old. Like, Frozen. Did we talk about this? Frozen being the whitest movie on earth?
No, I never watched it.
Dog, it's
surprisingly.
It's ridiculous how white that movie is, bro. And the white snowman just keeps going, it's so white. And I was like, are you guys talking about the movie or just the snow? Because there's not a single ounce of color outside of that stupid reindeer that's like any black people, whatever, in this world. I don't know what they did in the sequel, but it was just no people of color in Frozen. And I'm sick of watching stuff that has not an ounce of black people. I don't do it anymore. Y'all got 30 seconds to show me some color. I need to see somebody ethnic immediately when I watch stuff.
I see there's a movie on Netflix called Sea Beast, I think. It's a black lead. I think you'll like it. She's annoying. A black little girl lead. Annoying as hell. I hate spoiled. I just hate spoiled kids. Yeah. No, you don't know my destiny. And just run off and go.
You know what's funny is that it's white people writing it.
Of course.
And then because we be like, nah, I thought there was it was a video game, but the scary video game. They just had their own series on Netflix and it just got canceled.
Video game?
Yeah, famous video game franchise.
Resident Evil?
Resident Evil just had their show canceled because I stopped watching immediately when the black kid started talking back. She said like F you to her dad or something. I was like, no. I can't watch this.
Yeah.
That's not.
Was it any good?
Honestly. Some of the graphics could have been good with the fights, but I was kind of like, no, we're not rooting for you. We don't like black people. We do not like disrespectful kids,
right?
Man. And it's not a thing that I'm like, no.
Yeah, and that's why I like the movie. Funny movie. I didn't like the movie Coffee and Kareem.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh my god, funny idea. But this little black kid was just cussing everybody out. You cop, you cop.
I don't mind the kids cussing out the cop if the parents aren't around.
But it was his friends, but also just like the teachers, and he's like, "You having sex with my you effing my mom?"
Yeah,
it's like he's like, "You ain't nothing but a pig." He's like, "Hey, I done nothing but being nice to you." He's like literally trying to win him over, and then he's like, "Your mom effing a cop?" And I was like, "Why these little black kids talking like this. I know they do, but I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know.
It's clear though. The big sis Chris said it. You can tell the voice of who wrote. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And also, I'll say like I'll watch something. I'm like, by the time this got sold, it was probably for a white person. Mm-hmm. And then, things happen. And then someone was like, we can get such and such. That'll really take it somewhere. Mm-hmm. Diversity push. And I'm like, just bring in somebody who knows these voices, yo. Mm-hmm. And listen to people. They'll just be like, no, we got it. And we've seen it. I'm like, it happens, man. Or you'll have something that's for black people. Like when they did Bad Boys. Did you ever hear like the original Bad Boys?
Oh, it was for Belushi?
No, it was for the other dude from Wayne's World. Yeah, John Lovitz and the other dude from Wayne's World. Not Mike Myers, forgot his name. But then it was like a whole nother movie. And it's like, man, they had to get in there and put your black on it, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Made a classic out of that. That movie would have been horrible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Try Encanto. I didn't see Encanto. We tried to watch it, but Izzy would not sit down and watch a movie. So.
Encanto was trash.
Villain for Captain America 4, the leader from the Incredible Hulk, is returning. The leader from the Incredible Hulk. Oh, the leader. Yeah. I figured they'd bring him back eventually.
Who's the leader?
He was
the guy who got the stuff dripped in his head.
Yeah. Then that's him, I think. Villain for Captain America. Okay. Little Mermaids only remember about the home. I kept seeing and complaining that Princess Tiana was a frog most of the movie that married a white man at the end. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Here's my complaint. I said this on Daddy Issue some time ago about why I didn't like the movie Soul. Okay, people love Soul, I guess. First of all, I didn't think Soul was that compelling of a show. Also, I go like, man, when you have a white writer and a white director, it's not a black movie to me. Mm-hmm. I go, and we know it's Disney pushing it. There was a black producer, but there's not a lot of blackness that makes it to me that has ours. Like when I watch Soul, I'm like, yeah, you get into black people, but I was like, it's not really a culture movie to me. I'm like, that movie doesn't tell a story about us as black people. Mm-hmm. I felt like it wasn't a story for it. But when I watch Moana, I go like, that's a culture pushing movie. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I go like, those are movies that I go like, dang, there's so much. Coco, 100%. I go like, where's that for us? Mm-hmm. I go like, well, that movie that goes, here's this, here's that, bro. Here's everything that encompasses what we're about, like our tradition. It doesn't have to be everything, but here's a piece of it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get that at all from Soul. They went to the barbershop, and I was just kind of like, yeah, the barbershop's a culture thing for us, but I'm like, they didn't do anything that I go like, now that's us. Mm-hmm. I wasn't like, yeah, man, that's what we about right there. Mm-hmm. And half the movie was about some stupid soul spirit thing going around the other world.
He became a soul.
I was like, this movie.
Just like the Princess Tiana, she became a frog halfway through the movie.
Yeah, I was just like, okay. I didn't see the other one though. I didn't see the Princess Tiana, and so I don't really know. But I just get like, okay, these movies are about. Man, I mean, they could have done way more with the jazz. They could have made it. I'm like, you could have done so much more. Like, but they'll give a whole movie to a fucking rat who can't cook. I'm so sick of this shit. I hate Ratatouille. Yeah. People love Ratatouille. I hate that movie.
You know, speaking of Ratatouille, have you seen Everything Always?
No, I wanted to.
Okay.
I still haven't seen it because it was out in theaters, and I was waiting on Yo probably. But did you like it? Everything? Because I love Michelle Yeoh, or how you say her name. Yeah. It was good.
It's funny. It's a Ratatouille reference.
Oh, did they hate Ratatouille too?
No, it literally was. It was making fun of. It was a raccoon instead of a rat. It was moving around.
Funny.
On top of the head.
No, man, I have a problem with some of these stories and Disney's and all this other stuff, man.
But what if it's a selling thing? As in, like, we've done our research. This is what happens when we have all black cast. This is what happens when we do this, and it's like we got to figure out a way. Can we shape some things so halfway through the movie it will be a black person? Like, you know, if they said great story, halfway through the movie, is there any way we can encompass this black man to a soul?
And you mean this is like the original pitch about like talking after it?
Yeah, it's like, because we can't have a black person the entire time. Last time we did this is what happened. And it's like, do you want this story sold or not?
Like, this sucks to me that Black Panther is probably the biggest piece of movie culture that we have that's that big. Outside of like the Fridays and stuff like that. It's not even a real place, Wakanda, right? It's not real. None of it's real, but we got to put a lot of, what are those? Colonizing. We got to talk about a lot of this stuff, right? And like, you can't colonize Wakanda. And I wish they would have stayed more on that point, and not really so much getting into Killmonger's journey of like trying to take over with these other with all the other weapons and stuff like in these other places, like trying to fight the world. And I was like, man, there's other avenues they could take that story, but it might have been too much for Disney. You know what I mean? And Ryan Coogler was probably like, we're gonna do this. I mean, dude from Oakland, we talk about Black Panthers, but they talked about. Yeah. There's probably only so much they wanted them to talk about. Yeah. They're just like, but the whites, they're gonna be uncomfortable. But it's like, they still have to make a movie that white people will enjoy also.
Right. I definitely enjoy how they made it become like Killmonger.
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Well, Black Panther?
Yeah.
That's what...
The enemy is necessary. It's kind of Malcolm X. He was going to go take it to them, and no?
I didn't put that together.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say that the fact that it was Black Panther, and they made it in Oakland.
Oh, yeah.
Where,
I figure Ryan Coogler, he going to do that. He going to be like, hey, man, I'm going to put this in Oakland. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great. That movie was really, really good.
I don't know about really, really good.
What?
I ain't like Black Panther that much.
Black Panther himself? As like the actual hero?
The movie.
Oh, I love the movie. I just feel like they didn't do the character justice.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie that well. I thought it was necessary. It was great. It was a great one-off, as in it didn't tie anything into the MCU, but it just introduced the world to people. I feel like if you pull Black Panther out of the MCU, it won't be missed.
As far as that being in the MCU.
Yeah, as in like, what's going on with it? You know what I'm saying? Because it literally, because if you take Black Panther out, it literally is just a one-off movie. Mm-hmm. So when they go to Wakanda for Infinity War, you can still meet these new characters. Mm-hmm. Like, this is his sister. This is.
But he was in Captain America 3.
What I'm saying is it doesn't help the MCU storyline. Mm-hmm. So that's what it's just a one-off movie. Like it could have stayed. It could have came out anywhere in the timeline. Mm-hmm. So
you wanted to have more of an impact into the.
If this was the movie before Infinity War, yes. Mm-hmm. Like, give me something that's going to be the catalyst to Infinity War. But I just thought it was just kind of like I hate when the villain of every first franchise is the same villain. I hate that.
I feel you.
I hate it.
I feel you. You mean as far as like
Iron Man had Iron Man.
Yes.
Ant-Man had his own Ant-Man.
That was my big. I was like, I'm so sick of them. We got to take their power, and now we just duplicate. I hate it. It's every single time. They just did it with Ms. Marvel. They'll probably do it again with She-Hulk eventually. What else is there? All of them.
Titania. Yep.
They all. I'm just like, dog. Can we just give a villain who's trying to take over the Earth with something else?
Yeah.
Come on.
But Killmonger is top 2 villains of the MCU. I actually sided with him. It was more of a Killmonger story than a Black Panther story.
100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't do a great job with T'Challa.
But I'll tell you this, though. This might be a spoiler.
Okay.
I think they're going to bring him back.
For Killmonger?
Yep, for Black Panther 2. He's going to be the new Black Panther.
You think so?
I think so. Because they never showed him dying.
Kind of did.
Nope.
He took the sword out of himself and then fell off on the ground. Yeah. He probably bled out.
But this is Wakanda.
Okay.
And when I wake up...
I feel like once he pull it out, you bleed to death pretty fast, don't you?
But you have a Black Panther suit on. They could hit the heel.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Dude, how is T'Challa still alive? He was frozen to death. Mm-hmm. He was frozen.
Yeah.
Then I'm sure they did some sort of Wakanda powers to get them back together.
The only problem with that movie, well, there's a 4-hour cut that Ryan Coogler said he had. So I was like, there's got to be so much more in that we'll never. He was like, you'll never see it because, well, for one, T'Challa's, what's his name, died. But all the they'd have to give you all that money to do all that stuff on a green screen. He was like, we shot so much. I was like, dog, I want to see that 4-hour cut.
Yeah. But also, me and CT was talking about. First of all, he did win fair and square. He whooped your ass and threw you off the waterfall. You did yield. They said that's what yielding is.
I never yield.
I won fair and square, and then you came talking about let's fight with our powers back. And it was like, no, we were supposed to fight without powers.
Yeah.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about now that we got the purple flower in our body, let's fight now. Like, no, you cheat now. Because technically, Killmonger is still king. You can't just kill him.
Not when he killed him. Yeah, I had problems with that movie, but I still loved what they did with it. What Wakanda is literally connected to vibranium, Dion. Vibranium is what makes the Cap's shield, so that's incorrect. Ooh. Whoa. She said vibranium is what makes Cap's shield, so that's incorrect. It said what Wakanda is literally connected to vibranium, Dion.
Yeah, but they also had vibranium stories in they had the vibranium story in Age of Ultron.
Hey man, I don't care about spoiling movies that are 10 years old.
No, she's talking about the spoiler Wakanda Forever.
It's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
You're guessing, right?
Right, I'm guessing. Because everyone loves Killmonger.
They better not bring Killmonger. It needs to be Shuri. Shuri does take over in the comic books.
Nobody wants that.
I don't know. So also, she was tripping on set. I doubt they want to give her the movie, the reins. But they were like, hey, we got to change all that.
Right. Yeah.
They got to recast T'Challa, man.
Yeah, I seen a whole video of this. Of not only it is unfortunate that his untimely death has happened, it's not fair to the character.
Of T'Challa.
Yes, you can recast Black Panther, but we need a T'Challa.
Right. T'Challa is the character.
Is the character.
Right.
As in, like, that's real life. This is real life what happened to Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
But as a comic book, you can't kill off our black hero.
Right.
So people saying don't recast. Like we need this character.
Right.
We need this character because this is what.
Otherwise, T'Challa dies forever.
Right. Yeah. That's not fair because we still have well Iron Man's gone.
You want to hear an unpopular take?
Go for it.
It's hurts to say. I still think that he was a bad pick for Black Panther.
Really?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I feel like he wasn't special as Black Panther. I can't say that I watched Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa and go like, oh, no one else can do that. No one else can do Robert Downey Jr. I mean, Iron Man. I go like, bro, you got big shoes to fill if you're going to take over that world. That's a hard act. Even Spider-Man right now, Tom Holland, I go like, you don't want to follow this kid?
Right.
This kid is killing. I don't think the movies are great.
Right.
But as Peter Parker, Spider-Man, he's killing.
Yeah, 100%. Who'd you have picked? This nigga ain't ready.
I don't know.
Time to think about
I don't know the dude's name, but he was in Luke Cage. In season 2, he was the Jamaican dude
with the brown eyes.
Yeah, he saved that entire season. Like it was awful until he came in. I was like, oh, he was fire. He's the dude I would have probably picked. I don't know what his African accent is like, but I'm sure he can do more accents. But you'd have to pick like somebody like that. I just go like there was just kind of like, man, nah, dog. Like, 'cause even Captain America, I go like, you could probably replace. Like, no one's replacing Thor.
Yeah.
I go like Chris Hemsworth. He's doing an amazing job as Thor.
Movie was trash. The last one.
Oh, I didn't mind it. The fourth one, I didn't mind it.
We are just bumping heads all.
It's okay because Thor set themselves up to be a thing of like, hey, this is a comedy first. This is an action comedy. We set this up from day one. We try to be more drama, but
day one.
We're a comedy. I'm bringing a laugh.
Movie 3, you're like, y'all like this? We gonna give you a lot more.
No, even in 1, it was way funnier than it was better as a movie. It was mad jokes in 1.
Thor 1?
Thor 1 had mad jokes. Because I remember being like, oh, this is way funnier than I thought it was going to be. But it wasn't a great intro. 2 was awful. 2 is like when they were like, oh, okay, let's try to be more serious. And it was trash. Yeah. You got to go with the jokes, man. And then by the time they started doing Infinity Wars and Thor was like, oh, I'm going to bring the heat and do the jokes. That's why 4, me and Tony was talking about this. That's why I didn't mind 4. Because I was like, they said, hey, bro, we bringing it last. From the very beginning of that movie, these jokes.
It wasn't the very beginning. The very beginning was your boy losing his daughter.
No, well, I mean, the first time you see Thor,
yeah.
It was here's the battlefield, and he's doing all the extra shit in front of the, which they should have done way more with them, which I guess it was. They cheated
with Gore doing a voiceover to kind of tell the story.
I hate that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of superheroes that died. It's not like T'Challa is the first to go, but I do agree it should be recast. They're going to need to reboot anyways after Phase 6. Yeah, eventually. But they're doing like, Ironheart, which is like the black girl Iron Man. And they're doing, I think female Thor will take off. Women Thor, female Thor, whatever you want to call them. Sorry about I don't know.
She's dead, right?
Oh, yeah, she did die, huh? Good riddance. You know? But yeah, man, I just feel like T'Challa wasn't. So when they were talking about recasting, I was like, I'm not mad at it.
No. I know for sure the next what's the Avengers? The next Avengers. Oh, I should say I would need for one of the Avengers to be older version versus younger version, young Avengers.
Okay, like
because they all of them have a younger version of themselves.
Oh, you're talking about like multiverse stuff?
No, as in like Captain America now has a black Captain America.
Oh, okay. Sam.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if they all got possessed, somehow, and now they got that. You remember when Loki had possessed Hawkeye? They did something like that, and then or that's a scroll version of all the bad version of the Avengers, and then make Young Justice have to win them over or stop them.
I'm not mad at that. Captain Marvel, I absolutely hate it. Me and Yo hate her.
Yeah, she's very stubborn, on and off the screen.
I just hate her.
Yeah.
And when I saw that in Ms. Marvel, I was like, damn it. Because I'm going to go see that movie. But she sucks. I forgot her real name.
Why don't you like her?
I felt like when I watched her, I was like, they got the plainest chick in the world to try to be charismatic. She's like, you guys like me yet? Huh? You guys like me yet? Am I charming? Huh? Am I winning you over with my charm and wit?
And she has she has nothing, no stakes.
Samuel Jackson saved that whole movie.
Yeah.
By himself.
Nothing.
70-year-old Sam.
I don't like that. What is her weakness?
we saw her in a commercial. It's like a car commercial. And me, you're like, oh, this. I don't know what her weakness is per se, but
I'm really blown away about how she got her powers, and it's not like she drunk the Tesseract. She just got it blown up in her face, and it still survived.
It was just dumb.
Also, fun fact that I'm just piecing together from the comic books, but also from X-Men, the cartoon animated series. This is how Rogue got her powers. Is sucking it from Captain Marvel.
You never knew that?
I remember from the cartoon, but I never. Now it's kind of crazy piecing it together.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Brie Larson, I think. Oh, go Rogue. That commercial's annoying. Yeah. Jane Foster got played. She had so much potential. Did she? Did she though? I didn't watch and go like, yeah, this is right.
With the MCU and the 616 universe, how would you add the X-Men characters?
Well, I would not.
And Fantastic Four.
I wouldn't. There's so much hurt that has happened to us all from watching those. Because you gotta understand, I didn't like any X-Men movie except for X2, and that was just because that Nightcrawler scene in the beginning was so good.
Starting over, yo.
Starting over. How would you incorporate them? I don't know. I don't know, because now I'm just like, God, dog, bro, you guys ruined the Fantastic Four. You know what they should do? Here's what I would do.
Go for it.
If I could do anything, I would. You ever see the comic series Planet Hulk? Mm-hmm. Okay, Planet Hulk is one of the greatest comic series I've ever seen, ever read. I would do. They did a hint of it when Thor 3, when he was fighting when he was like a gladiator fighting under the Hulk. They did a hint of it there, but yet that's where I would start. I would have. Because this is what happens in Planet Hulk. You have Black Bolt, who they introduced. You have, and this is what annoys me, because even with Doctor Strange 2, you see the Council, which is supposed to be Black Bolt, which is, I love how they introduced them. He's supposed to be Professor X, Reed Richards, Tony Stark, somebody else, and maybe somebody else, okay? All your top geniuses, right? And then they ship your Hulk. He was going wild. They ship him to this planet, and then the Hulk has his journey. They should just do Planet Hulk, but they can't clear it. But yet, if they can make a deal with Spider-Man for Sony, they can do this with the Hulk, with Universal.
Yeah, well, I think they have 2 more years left, Universal.
Come on.
They got 2 more years left on their contract for them to...
But don't you bring me this wag-ass Bruce Banner Hulk. Give me the Hulk. Anyways, so now I would use that, because when Hulk comes back and it's World War Hulk, the Hulk comes back and wreak havoc to everybody. He comes in, he beats the shit out of the X-Men. He beats the shit out of the Fantastic Four. He beats the shit out of everybody. Every hero on Earth is trying to stop the Hulk in this clique.
Yeah.
That's what they should do to introduce everybody. And then there should be an aftermath where they have to clean up everything that the Hulk did. You know what I mean? That's what they should do. That's how you bring everybody together in one big love fest. They should just make that 3 movies of Planet Hulk itself, World War Hulk.
I heard that the reason why he's going back out in space is because he has a son out there.
Who, Hulk?
Yeah. You heard about that?
No.
Remember he got captured for that Kazari, was it Sakari? Have you watched She-Hulk?
She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they took him to space, I think he might have some unfinished business with, like, hey, you impregnated this woman or this alien, and your son is, blah blah blah, causing havoc.
Okay.
And I think this is how they're setting up Planet Hulk, as in, like,
just do the shit that's already written. It's already great. Why are you doing the extra shit?
It's several. But he had a son. Remember that, right? He had it in the comic book.
Just do Planet Hulk, and then do World War Hulk. It's done already.
Right, but they're setting it up. They got 2 more years for the contract to end.
Just do the shit that's there. It's already done. It's already fired. Do the shit. Make it move. That's all you got to do. Sick of the shit. You know what would be interesting? Just do the shit. Run the goddamn ball. So I feel like a coach. Just run the goddamn ball. Do reverses, flea flickers, and shit.
I remember we were playing football, and my coach tricked the hell out of all of us. We were down like 3 touchdowns. It was halftime. He's like, okay.
Is it practice?
No, it's real game. Okay. Everybody sit down. We're in a good position. We're in a good position. Watch this. Okay, Dion. So we're gonna do blah blah blah. If he goes left, we're gonna go right. Okay. So, you know what I'm talking about. So if you go where? Which direction you going? Left. Good. You got it. Then if he goes out, he's doing this. He's doing this right. Like if he goes full spread, where you gonna go? ISO. Right. So if y'all know this, why don't y'all do it? He punched the chalkboard because he literally was like, if y'all know the assignment, why aren't y'all doing it?
Bro, coaching
He set us up.
Drive you crazy, bro. Because you can't go do it. I can't be like, dog, we've done this how many times in practice? And if you answer right, because if you answer wrong, you can be like, okay, maybe I'm coaching bad, right? Okay, maybe I didn't explain this well.
Right.
That might be my fault. Yeah. But if you go, no, I know I pull left on the right and I come through and I got the linebacker, right, coach?
Yeah.
And throw
the shit. I find it funny that I'm at the age right now where my coaches were this age. I'm thinking like, man, I can imagine teaching
high school kids.
Man.
And the only way you can punish them is just to make, you can't physically abuse them.
Let me tell you something. My coach tackled people with their uniforms on.
Full pads and shit?
No. him as is.
That's just.
He was crazy.
No, I mean you guys went full pass.
Yeah. He would tackle like, what's wrong with you? I'm talking about the slamming on the ground. It's the assignment.
That's too much. That's just bullying.
We were good.
That's just bullying.
We were good though.
This is your head coach?
Head coach.
Oh, that's just bullying.
Yeah. When I knew he was crazy when I saw blood on his forehead. He didn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah,
he cracked somebody head to head.
I hated the face mask pull.
Oh yeah. What's wrong with you?
Jesus.
You just gotta be submissive to
Oh
it.
God, I hated that.
Yeah.
They be asking, "Did you not see the block?" Yeah. What'd you hit the gap? What do you want me to say right now, Coach? I didn't do it.
You know what's funny? Like,
you ever been benched and put right back in?
what?
You ever been benched and put right back in?
Get out of here, man.
Roger, sit down. Coach, next play. Fuck, Rogers, get back in.
Somebody, some second streamer was like,
he was hyped around, telling me we were running out. Play, we missed it. Look, Rogers, get back in there.
because of him benching you, the next player ruined a whole another touchdown. Damn it! Yeah, buddy, I remember them days, man. I've been benched a couple times, and it backfired. There's the light.
Oh, there's the light. There it is.
There it is. We one-sided.
Oh man. A basketball coach threw a basketball full force at a kid's face for talking. I still kind of find it funny today, but it was very wrong. That's awful, bro.
We were very abusive, man.
Oh man, these kids are soft, bro.
Yeah,
we got ripped to shreds. You talking about, at the very least, the verbal abuse was never. It didn't feel like verbal abuse. I wasn't like he talked to me in a mean manner.
Yeah.
I wasn't like he said horrible words.
Yeah.
The only guy was like, "Don't fucking touch me." You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't take that from nobody. Don't you put your hands on me.
Yeah.
The face mask pull, I definitely got that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying right now, Coach.
Yeah.
But if any coach ever, man, hell, I would have broke his finger, dog. Do that shit to me.
I've been slammed.
By a coach?
Yeah. I've been slammed, dude. As in, he tried to tackle me, but I got my balance. And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna pull you over there."
Nah, man.
At the time, you know, when you're 100% in the wrong, 100% in the wrong. It was like a quick interception. I'm on a bench. Like I was playing defense, so it was our offense. And as soon as I sat down, like, whoo. I sat down. It was like interception, and I didn't even know it happened that quick. No, it was like a fumble or something. And I didn't know it happened that quick. And then like defense, get back out there. I'm still on the bench, like. And then they just took advantage of me not being there.
No one noticed.
No, noticed. And then they were just like, the lineman ain't over here. So let's all do a sweep that way.
You in there? Get in the water.
And then you can go to the crowd on the sideline like, move. Yeah, embarrassing in front of everybody.
Man, I coached the middle school kids. I wasn't ever crazy. Because to me, man, it's even with my daughter, I'm so teaching. It's like instructor. Like, there's no need to yell. My daughter made a mess this morning. And I saw Yo's face. I was like, it's okay. I was like, she just needs to know when she makes a mess, she has to clean it up, right? So I was like, not a problem. I was like, we get down, we clean it up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there's no need to yell or get mad at kids.
Why you saying that? She looked at Yo like, do like this. Do it again.
Yeah, right.
Like, listen what Daddy said.
Izzy would have lost a whole pigtail. Yo would have snatched that right off. No, but I was just like, man, I hated being yelled at. I never felt like it was better than you just teaching me something. But then it's like, it's the fear that you're gonna remember this. You know what I mean? I hated it. Izzy had scissors once, and I remember my mom and Yo were about to yell at her, and I was like, Izzy, come here. And just come here. It's like, I got on one knee and I just talked to her. I said, we don't do that. We can cut ourselves. You can do this. I don't want to see you get hurt. You want to get hurt? And I was like, these are very dangerous. Okay, never touch scissors again. And there's no need to jump down her throat. That was like a year or some change ago. And or like when we're doing dishes, she's like, okay, I can't touch knives. I can't touch the scissors. I'm like, yeah, well, these kids ain't dumb, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, parent shame.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't know who he is now, but he died. But did he hold a grudge? I think those are the people you see on Making a Serial Killer. Funny, not funny. There's a fact that little Izzy looks so much like you, make you less willing to yell at her. I'm just not a yeller, bro. Like, that's the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody.
But
Is
you have a lot of
yell at somebody.
You have a lot of anger, though.
I do.
So you do have anger.
I have anger.
So how you gonna not side with the new Incredible Hulk?
What do you mean?
He's been calm now. He understands that he don't need to do that.
I don't want to see Hulk for his calmness. That's not why I signed up to see Hulk.
But he's evolved.
It's like this. It's like this. All right. If I was a fighter, okay, I'm like, oh, you guys all know me for fighting, okay, and then I went into straight stand up comedy, right? I'd be like, hey, get your ass back in that ring and you fight people, or you teach or you instruct. I come to you for this. Yeah, you remember when Common made that album when it was like a party album? I said, hey, I don't need you for this, Common. Right. Yeah. I don't need you. I don't come to
Universe something.
Universal doo. I say fresh like I'm wrapped in plastic. Hey nigga, the light. I need you for this shit. I don't need Nas doing Uchiwali.
Right.
Give me that.
You like niggas tap dancing?
No, other ways around.
Man, you want them to do what you famous for.
Or do what I come to you for this.
Right. We don't want you to evolve. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Stay right there.
Yeah.
I pay you for this.
That's right.
You go do that.
You want to move.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want Hulk to.
He actually got a great storyline.
Oh no, he doesn't.
If you follow the evolution of Incredible Hulk, he actually has a great storyline. And now this is a good position for him to be either possessed, right? Because the last time he was a raging alcoholic, I'm gonna keep saying that.
A rageaholic?
Rageaholic.
That's what they call us.
Was it?
Because I am one.
He controlled it, but I would say either Age of Ultron when they pretty much poisoned his brain to kill up that African country, or Ragnarok when he was in the arena. Mm-hmm. But he controlled it. He was like, he could talk like, yeah, beauty, God. He was good. But in the comic books, the Hulk definitely talked.
The talking is fine.
You want him to be uncontrollable.
Go be Hulk. Go do something Hulkish.
But you're a hero. You
can still go fight somebody go be a Hulk. Hulk smash. Go Hulk smash. Go fight something.
You know how ignorant that sounds?
Dog, the whole Avengers, the whole last one, he did nothing. Where was he? There was a huge battle scene. Right. Where was the Hulk at? Right. A huge battle with Thanos and all these other. Where was Hulk?
He had a deflated arm.
Where was Hulk? So what? You don't fight when you're hurt? Oh my God, the Hulk is hurt.
He was punching people like this. He was dragging them on the ground.
Dog, you go fight, Hulk. You go fight.
But I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed the Incredible Hulk. He's evolved. Now he can possibly get possessed again, and they're gonna have to bring him back down.
Do you like soggy? Do you like soggy cereal? Do you like soggy cereal?
No.
That is the evolution of cereal and milk. Do you like your cereal milk?
Do I like my what?
Cereal and milk?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like it crunchy or do you like it soggy?
So you only like the beginning?
Do you like it crunchy or do you like it soggy?
I like it crunchy.
Okay. There was a crunchy Hulk in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Now it's evolved to a soggy Hulk that I don't like.
So we should have used him up really quick, which we did.
No. You should just pour me some more fresh Hulk. I want more fresh Hulk. I don't want this soggy Hulk. This is evolution of soggy Hulk, and I hate it. I don't want soggy Hulk anymore. Give me that crunchy pow. This is amazing taste of Hulk.
Everyone evolves.
Evolving doesn't always mean a good thing, Dion. Okay? Some people are perfect right where they are. Hulk smash.
All right. Let's see what 37 is. Let's see.
So I don't watch this show either, but it sounds like it's more mature now. What if he raged about old people things instead? No, it's not that he's evolved. They just make him a bitch now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Planet Hulk. That's what they did. Don't go to the effort of having Hulk in the show if he's going to be soft. Thank you. I don't want to see Hulk just standing there figuring shit out. I'm Hulk going to do his math work. What are we talking about?
Okay, how long can we drag the Incredible Hulk? Him being a raging alcoholic.
What do you mean? How long can I drag it?
So, give me a good storyline when Hulk is
Planet Hulk, World War Hulk. There's 2 great storylines already done and written. Hulk can talk. He's smart. People screwed him, and he goes and gets his payback. In Planet Hulk, he gets shots on this planet. He becomes a gladiator. He fights for his freedom. He marries the girl. He becomes the king of this planet. Somebody blows up his planet. Hulk is Hulk. He survives. He comes back to Earth, finds out who did it, rages war on the entire planet. World War Hulk. You know what I'm saying?
But can we get there?
Yes.
He's going back to space.
We can get there if they just do it.
They're setting it up.
He's not going to be unless he is rageful Hulk. You can't have Hulk calculate like, let me see here. I was thinking about this, and I see why you guys did that. That makes sense. Okay, Chip here. Let me see right here. This makes sense to everybody. Where's the pen in my crossword puzzle? You're hilarious, Spicy. Don't go to that for having Hulk yet. When Hulk realized that the Avengers screwed him, he f***ed them all up the way. Come on, man. Hulk smash.
You know how ignorant and stubborn and stupid you sound? Hulk smash. What is the politically correct way of saying Hulk smash?
Why is there a politically correct way?
Not politically correct. What is the grammatically correct way of saying Hulk smash?
Hulk smash. We ain't got time for extra words. Hulk smash.
Why do you gotta say your name?
Huh?
That's more of a
Hulk smash.
That's more of a demand from somebody else versus him saying it.
Now you want him to be like, I think it is time to destroy some objects and beat up some people in the worst way. I think that would be the right thing to do. Blah, 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 blah. I want to hear that shit. Hulk smash.
I think that somebody is telling him that. I think he says, if he says smash time, right?
Time to smash.
Why you say Hulk smash?
Hulk smash, baby. When the Hulk realized, all right, cancel She-Hulk and use the money to make a new series of Luke Cage. Not with the same people who did it. They ruined Luke Cage. Not with Mike Coulter, boring ass. I think I'll just go around here. They ruined him.
I really despised the fact they had Defenders with 3 of the same characters.
What do you mean? That's who the Defenders are.
I mean, as in, like, they're the same powers, man.
Who are you talking about?
Like, Iron Fist.
Jessica Jones and Iron Man. I mean, in Luke Cage, I give you that. They're about the same. She's a little weaker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, Daredevil was, he's dope. I mean, he's always the one that sticks out. But Iron Fist, is he invincible? He just got a fire fist, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's his main power, but it's like the control of chi and stuff like that. Supposedly, he can put that anywhere. That whole chi can be controlled anywhere. But even it's the control of the chi that makes it more powerful than the actual Iron Fist itself.
I didn't know they had season 3 of that.
Of Iron Fist?
Yes.
I don't think there was.
It is.
Where?
On Netflix.
I know there was a 2.
Yeah, I was like, man, I tapped out. I watched all of them, all first season. Now, like, these mugs is a lot. I watched them mad late.
But Daredevil and Punisher was so good. Woo!
I can't agree with Punisher, man.
What?
The
Punisher season 1?
Construction site. I was like, man, get to it. Episode 1 was fire. But then I was like, get to it. What's the problem? I can't get into it. I don't know who the villain was. I tapped out.
Punisher was fire.
Defender was supposed to be the Avengers of that, but it was just trash.
They were street level Avengers. They ruined it.
Street level.
Iron Fist was awful. Yeah, the Defenders are supposed to include Doctor Strange, but Marvel didn't want to include the Marvel MCU Netflix shows. I get it. Jessica Jones always looks so unbathed.
Spicy original, man.
There's no reason there's no season 3 of Luke Cage. Just be talking this point. No, Iron Fist. Yeah, I don't think there's a season 3 of Iron Fist.
Man, look it up, man.
I don't think they only did 2, man. There was a season 3 of Daredevil. That was the only one I think that got season 3. Luke Cage was so bad.
Let me look it up.
Them cats ruined. Could have been beautiful. Could have been wonderful. And then they get mad. Oh, they canceling black shows. Y'all ain't doing a good job, man. Let's be honest about it. They did a terrible job.
When somebody be like, why y'all canceling? Whose money is paying for this? We need it. Whose money is paying for this?
Mike Coulter was he was awful. I don't like Mike Coulter in anything he's in. I just think that right here is a good place, a good time to get out of here. Boring ass, Hulk ass wannabe. Trash, Lack. Dion's face when he's wrong is hilarious.
Shut your ass up.
Dion, when he sees the facts, Okay, let me keep looking at these. There's got to be some kind of error.
It got to be something that can make me justify my.
I think no.
How can I flip this to make
no? Still wrong.
Shut up, King Sam. I'm mad because you don't agree with me. That's why you're a queen. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, you're getting very, very, very un-Hulk-like because he's angry now. You know what I'm saying? But now he's a bitch. But you're being the old Hulk. Very vengeful way. Yeah, man. Anyways.
Yeah, man. That's another hour right
Anyways.
37. Dion about to flip the table over.
This is a big table.
Yeah. Big table energy right here.
You could do it. Mesa. Oh, call back from last episode. Anyways, thank you guys for watching another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Mesa. Come on.
Did it by myself. Just gonna do it by myself right now.
Mesa, that's funny as callback. Yeah.
That was from last week's episode.
Hello.
Check, yeah, Dion.
I like that. I like that, King Sam. Thank you for watching another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Check, please. We'll do it again next week. We drop every Tuesday, unless you're here live watching and you guys know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, people haven't seen it. Had to have a great day. Anna Suzette's trying to type something. She must have fingers busy. Have a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your time as always, and see you guys next week, Mike. Yeah. Anything else on the way out?
This is the new location.
Dang.
This is the new location that we will be shooting the podcast. This is the LTE Studios. We will. You might see it a lot in other people's podcasts. We're going to outsource it to creatives. If you're in Los Angeles, please come through and do what you do. And we have another one on the other side, and it's a little loungy area. But yeah, if you see anything in this podcast, please timestamp it so we can repost it. It makes our lives easier when it comes to Instagram, creating content for the other people who are not watching it live. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and just minimize the amount of cocaine you use on a weekly basis.
Wow, that's great advice right there.
Just minimize it. I'm not saying remove it, but just minimize it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about open drug usage?
As far as what?
If somebody's like, hey, man, we can't stop these people from doing drugs. Let's just make it safe and provide clean needles, beds when they fall asleep. You know, how you feel about that versus...
The war on drugs versus the war versus the putting people in prison who have a problem they're struggling with. I really wish that more money went to rehab than to prison time. That same amount of money that you spend putting these people in jail, you can actually put it into rehab for them. If you can make somebody spend 6 months in jail, why can't you make somebody spend 6 months in rehab?
Because that requires staff.
I mean, but it's the same amount of money.
Somebody has to teach them. You're not in prison. Just know that...
But like rehab's a choice, right? Like people can leave whenever they want. They can check themselves out. But jail's not.
I'm good now.
But if I'm like...
I'm good.
Most people break the law. I'm like, people... Them cats who are on drugs and they're hooked and it's a sickness at that point and it's a disease. I'm like, yeah, just make them do rehab until they're...
prison.
Not in prison.
What if they did some crimes?
That's here's the thing, though. We know a lot of people, not personally, but people stole a lot of stuff during the crack era, but they were hooked on crack, correct? Which is a disease that makes you do whatever. You're not in your right mind anymore, right? So they'll put you in if you're not, I don't want to say black, but other people who can get into a psychiatric hospital or place instead of jail, right? Because you know these people who are on crack or on these drugs are there because their mental health is off. Correct, right? The brain has been poisoned enough they're not even thinking about anything but that next high. Right. So how can you say this person is in the right state of mind? They're not, clearly, because their whole lives have changed. So we'll go, okay, put this person in jail. Let's not give them the help that they need. Let's not give them all the resources that the rehab has or a psychiatric hospital has. It's not the same resources as being in jail. So, but they'll let you sit there in jail for 6 months to a year, put you right back out there in the same thing with less skills than you had before. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, just reallocate those funds. You can do the exact same thing. You can diagnose this person definitely has a sickness, a disease. They're not in the right mental state. Let's put them here where they can actually get the help that they need, not just back on the streets chasing is high. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's a great opinion, but it's like it's them saying, "You did the crime, do the time."
Of course.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking.
But you see what happened when it became the white opioid.
Yeah.
Rehab. Wow, all the help that people get now, crazy, ain't it?
Right.
Crazy, all the help that's out there, all the facilities. That's some shit.
Zowo and Moyo.
What's up, Zobo? We out of here, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. You didn't tell me your opinion. I'm sorry for cut you off. What's your opinion?
On drugs?
Yeah, on open usage.
My opinion on open usage, I feel like people are going to do drugs. 100%. I think drug dealers won't like it, but I think you should do purity drugs. As in, is it pure and not killing them? Like
Coke with all the extra Coke stuff? Just the coca leaf?
Just to kind of like say, hey, I know it's kind of hard to say and ask somebody, hey, doctor, can you check to see if this cocaine is pure? And they're like, hey, this is 45% cocaine, 55% fentanyl.
Well,
I wouldn't try it.
Well, yeah. Well, that would kill you.
Right. So it's like, don't do it. And it's like, okay, now they got to make a decision. It's like, damn it, we got another body on the ground. I think it should, because you can't stop people from doing drugs. They have to want to change.
We've been failing for centuries.
Right. It's not going to happen overnight. You can do as many Dare commercials and keep your kid off drugs and all that stuff. You can do as much as you want. People are still going to do it. You can't stop people from having pleasure.
Right.
It's like removing dessert. You can't, hey, everybody, stop eating sugar. Sugar's killing us. They literally had 2 documentaries of McDonald's, and their sales went up. So, I think if you let people in on certain, hey, this is what happens when you do it, but at the same time, this could possibly kill you. The amount of blah 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 in it. We're not gonna take you to jail. We know what you're doing is illegal. But I'm just letting you know, this is where you can have do drugs at here. And no judgment, but I'm letting you know this is not pure.
Man, I don't know. I'm like, can you ever get to a place where you can do that in this country? Man, shit. There's money in jails. There's money in drugs, right?
Big bars.
But I'm like, there's a lot of white people who will lose money.
Yeah.
If you legalize drugs and you took people out of prisons.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money to be lost, which is why I don't think we'll ever see it.
You know, there's a family that'd be really upset if you banned Top Ramen. Wait. We didn't tell them it was healthy.
Right.
We know it was a lot of sodium.
Right. Oh, you're asking for that organic Whole Foods quality cocaine, not that price right fentanyl coke. Yeah, man. There's so much reform that needs to happen that will never be discussed because too many people in power will lose a lot of money. I think. I'm so really shocked that weed got legal.
Legal what?
That they legalized weed for the most part.
I'm shocked they legalized black people. Honestly, if I was this sounds very racist.
I already agree with you.
You know I'm going, right?
I do.
If I was a white person
Yep.
and they said, hey,
Yep.
man, let's have a conscience. These niggas are people. And we shouldn't we shouldn't treat them as animals.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll treat my naggers a little better. All right? How was that? Now, I won't whip them as often, and they can be in the house by sundown. How's that? Is that fair enough?
No, because they're still people. They need to be free. Where they gonna go?
Wait a minute, goddammit.
We got 100% profit over here.
100% profit. You want to take that off so they can feel free and go away, roam around.
And just imagine the white people watching them getting free like this. Like, where they gonna go?
Somebody came up with some papers. Well, I guess you guys can go.
So
where?
Well, just don't stay you no more.
I'd be.
I need a movie of that.
If I was a slave, I'd be hot, bro. I'm like, no.
It's illegal. I'm sure it's the most hiding illegal slavery.
Oh yes.
Hey man, black people have been freed 15 years ago. Why are you so holding these?
No, there's not. This is. There's who told y'all that? Did somebody come up and was like, Master, is it true we've been free?
Yeah.
No. Who told you that?
I need a movie of that transition, of where they go and somebody hold on to them like, who gonna take care of our fields? Gotta hire somebody.
Also, a lot of it too was like the whole indentured servant thing, right? Like they started paying cats, but then they charged them for everything, right? They charge you for using the tool so they can pay you. They charge you to stay on our land, blah, blah, all these other things. It was just like, we're just going to get the closest we can to free labor. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, somebody had the bright idea for the prison system. They're like, oh, this is great. So
that was brilliant. I ain't gonna hold you. White people were brilliant for it.
Brilliant.
They say, hey, you're free. You can stay here.
But you can't stand anywhere because that's called loitering, and that's illegal. Get them! Get them for standing.
They said, stay here. We're going to pay you. We're going to pay you $20 to keep working here, but at the same time, we're going to charge you $20
to keep working
to stay in your home where you're at.
Bro, and then cats literally made up a law that you can't be caught standing around. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can't just be here unemployed, standing, chilling, or we will take you to jail for loitering. That's where loitering came from.
That's 100% for black people?
Loitering came, yeah.
Wow.
That was the law of loitering.
I know that.
Come on, bro.
I need a movie. I got to do my research. I need a movie of the transition of slaves to freedom and the awkward the moments of where we supposed to go. Hey, you can stay here. We just gonna charge you. We're gonna pay you, then charge you. So
this was like, it was like, hey, Dion, I need you to go over here and pick this car. And he was like, kiss my black ass. I'm just kidding, man. I can say that now without dying, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'll do that for you real quick. It's going to cost you a little bit of bread. But kiss my dick, Pepper. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just joking, man. I'll go get that for you right now. Plus, man, nothing really changed. Mm-hmm. The treatment, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's be honest. If historically, slavery is slavery. Slavery is always awful. Historically, if cats was treated with love, respect, kindness, it'd be way easier to tolerate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than the actual death, murders, selling, the raping. You go like, hey man, that's the shit. Mm-hmm. The historic treatment of slaves. Yeah. You can tolerate some things. You'd be like, oh, we're gonna have our fun. But we're treated kindly, we respect. Mm-hmm. We have a start time and end time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be like, nah, like, not saying that you would be rushing to do it, but you'd be like, I can take this without having to selling off family, bro. Like, Cass was wild. Cass was wild, bro. Yeah, shipping your daughter off, right? Selling your wife. Like, what are you talking about?
Funny thing is, why they was getting married.
Jumping the broom.
Slaves was getting married,
and then. Man, Cass will take your wife, and we're going to take your daughter, take your wife upstairs. No, you're not.
I mean, yes.
Hey, man.
It's an or what?
Crazy. That's why I'm just like, that's man, kudos. People be like, I would have done such a kudos to every single ancestor, bro, who had the strength to go through that shit and hope for something better.
You know, I can see year one, yes. You had that sort of fight. Year one, you like, nigga, we were not raised like this. But if you are 300 years in, when you seen your dad get knocked out, your uncle get knocked out, you ain't gonna all of a sudden like, hey, man.
Because this is what our life is.
Right. You've been inferior your entire life.
And people get mad at black people for being like, just follow along, put your eyes down. It's like, yeah, dog, because they don't want to see you get hung and burned. And I'm gonna
make you watch it.
Yeah, I'm not always mad at people, and they're like, yo, because getting into the house is like, it's a little better than being out there. Right. Man, I'm not even mad at people, bro. Yeah. I'm not gonna let people want to call you a coon and a sellout. Like, hey, man, you can call me whatever you want. Cats had to really endure some.
Yeah.
And a out there right now alive, bro, who can take that shit.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
And then these talk about they would go. I would run. Shut your ass.
Yeah, because you literally, as a 3-year-old, you've watched a hanging. You watch whoopings. They will force you to watch it.
You watching your family, everybody's family at that point. You watching your family, man.
Yeah.
Shut your asses up.
Yeah, and then on the flip side, some people are like, man, if I was white, if I was, a white person, like if I was in slavery, I would have done something. No, you would have not. You would have owned a back of yourself.
First of all, you'd have been a lover.
That's a crime.
That's a crime.
That's a crime.
Sheesh.
The funny thing is, we were accessories to pleasure. They were just like, I don't want to have sex with my wife. Hey, see if Mary Sue is available for a quick pleasure of sex right now.
And then you hear about like Bronco busting and shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, man. It's a dark time, yo.
Come on, man. We say, I'm tired of the slave movies, especially when it's white people profiting off them. Maybe if it was a project completely ran by black people. I don't mind. I'm not mad at slave movies.
I'm angry at it.
Why?
I'm tired of it. You're right. I need a sharecropping movie. I need that transition. That's something I appreciate.
I don't get mad at slave movies if it's a movie about, man, there's so many stories that haven't been told that we had. What I don't like is not talking about it and burying it. We can't let that happen where we go, because there's already a push right now to not discuss these things in school, right? There's already a discussion right now to bury everything that's happened and to make America look like this nice country who helped and brought us over here and gave us a nice package, warm welcome. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we're not going to sit here and bury it, and then we're not going to forget how repulsive it was. We're not going to forget how abusive it was. We're not going to forget these things. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no forgiveness. When you watch this shit, oh, well, some white people feel bad. Mm-hmm. We didn't have anything to do with it. You benefited from it, so you did. Mm-hmm. When no one's getting off the hook for this.
This is how my analogy of it. Imagine if your mom and your father relationship, and it's like, hey, let's watch the movie where your dad beat your mom again. Mm-hmm. Like, why? Like, I know it's dark, but it just needed, so you know that your father wasn't the best person. You're like, yeah, I've seen it. We got to see it from a different angle now.
Well, how does the movie end?
You were born because your mom kept you alive. He wanted to get rid of you, and we wanted to show that you're a survivor. We got this perspective. Then we have from her at the job, but. Then we have, your grandmother keeping you alive. Same movie, but just different angles, different POVs, and your mom was the saint that kept you alive.
Sound like movies about success and strength and freedom. No?
But the highlight of the movie is your dad beating your mom. You're like, oh my God, this is dark. This is very explicit.
If you did a movie about my dad beating my mom, and if my mom still went on to get her degree, if my mom still want to do this by herself, and she showed strength, class, grace, all that stuff that people inspire to be, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I go like, this is way more inspiring because they tried to kill you, they tried to bury you, and you still prevail. Somebody needs that strength. Somebody needs to see it. I think about that shit all the time. Whatever we're going through right now as people, ain't a goddamn thing wrong. Yeah. Get mad because they can't find parking spots. Raise their hand. Life is so amazing. My internet went out yesterday. Oh, that was the worst thing that happened to me. Yeah. Come on, dog. I'm like, shit is amazing.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
All right.
We didn't win another
My bad.
half an hour.
You brought this up. I'm sorry.
I did.
You get me in the rant mode.
I gotta call this guy back.
All right, there's almost a white savior token white character in the end of these slave movies. I'm just tired of that. Well, I'm tired of that too. That I agree with.
Talk about
All right, y'all, we out of here.